I could barely see them.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The ground attack here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Great job, D. Great job. Way to go, guys.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 4. You got 4.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And he finds still is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st down, Darnold into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
New York set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now they try the right side here. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Balaj, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. When you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, Drake uses the stiff arm. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jabal Sheard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And he's got Sanu. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over, 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 over!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He completes it to Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Shaq Lawson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Darnold from the gun. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And some space here. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Patriot! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to take him down. And the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Hey. 4 down.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. The Dolphins getting set to go here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Still's the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jets, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I done seen the best of them,